Hey guys, and welcome to episode 3 of the Red Bull Leipzig Football Manager 2015 series. Now first things first, you may be seeing by the date, I don't know if you would have remembered the date, but you can see here through the inbox and things like that I accidentally didn't set the right microphone when recording the episode. Like I said, we were gonna come back on the game playing Frankfurt, and I had every intention of doing so. I recorded the video and everything, played the game, but I'd selected the wrong mic, which I didn't realise until I watched the video back. So that video is pretty much useless. So now we'll play the next game instead. Anyway, we did take a loss in that game against Frankfurt, going 2-0 down. Going 1-0 down. Abdellaoui, who obviously I'm going to have to repeat everything I did in the last video. Abdellaoui we brought in on loan from Stuttgart. Now he is a great player in my opinion. No idea why Stuttgart didn't utilise him more than they did. Two appearances over the 2 years. He's a player of much higher calibre than that. As you can see, 3 goals and 4 appearances is a great return on a lone striker. We're only paying 30% of his wages, so he could be maybe someone we bring in on a permanent basis. I think they only wanted 170k for him, but I just wanted to try him out and see what he was like before I invested in him, so that could be a possibility. Anyway, looking at the other fixtures, we played Freiburg in the last episode, obviously losing that. We then went and lost 2-0 to Sandhausen. This was with the old tactic we were using. I mean, we dominated really on the shots, but we could not get any joy with the possession. The majority of our shots came in the latter stages of the game, and that was because we were desperate to try and get a goal or two back. Looking at the team, this is pretty average to, Kaiser, which was disappointing, and maybe the reason we didn't get anything from the game is when he plays badly, the whole team plays badly. He's the focal point of our attack, and incredible last season, 17 assists and 10 goals is fantastic. Not really sparked up to that standard so far in this season, but I have a lot of faith in the guy obviously, and we're going to continue to utilise him. But anyway, that game we lost. Then we went and drew with Nuremberg, which was a pretty eventful game. Conceding pretty early on to Holzhauser, and then bringing it back level Marcelo Trotter. That was his first goal in 7 hours, I think. 7 hours of football. So keeping faith in him did work. Then Anthony Young, our left back, with a bit of a volley, if I remember correctly. I'll load this up. He brought it back to 1-0, and then as you can see, 2-1, sorry, puts us in a lead. I don't know what I'm talking about today. And Nicholas Stark with a pretty rapid double. Look at that for a volley from a left back. I mean, that's not too shabby at all, is it? Kaiser whipping in the ball, Young making the run, beats his marker and just belts that in there. But yeah, so Nicholas Stark with a 20-minute double really, putting them back in the lead, and then Daniel Fran, the club legend, made it 3-0. He's been there since the bottom, come all the way up. Bless him. No, he's not a first team player for me really, but the fans love him, as you can see on the report here, and he only wanted to be a rotation player, so he's a very good rotation player to have. I've been beginning to utilise him a lot more in the past few games because of the strikers we had weren't working. One to name specifically, Wallison, who has now moved on. I've sold him to, I can't remember the club. I think they're in our league as well. I think it might be this team. I'm not going to try and pronounce that. Don't worry about that. 1.4 million, so he didn't do great for us. I think it was 3 goals last season in 12 games, and he did nothing in the 3 games I played him in this season. I was just getting frustrated. His finishing was horrendous, and he just wasn't up to the standard. If we're going to try and push for the top, I don't think he's going to be part of that. But 1.4 million from a player we brought in the previous year on a free is a very good turnaround. Any money the club can get, although we're in a very good financial standing, is always going to be beneficial. Then we played Union Berlin, 1-0. Not really a eventful game. It's a pretty close game. Abdellaoui again scoring. Again? Has he scored before? Was that the first game? I think that was the first game. And then he got injured in the 60th minute, but he was fine afterwards. I don't know, maybe he just couldn't be bothered to play on anymore. But after that game, we had a fantastic result. Dusseldorf, who were second in the league at this point. Where are they now? Knocked down to 4th, but they were second. We go away to their house and beat them 3-1. Pretty good game. We took a 3-0 lead, and then they pulled one back in the 78th minute. Some good performances here. Boyata again stand out. Massey coming back properly from injury this time, and had a pretty solid game, as well as our 2 strikers. If we just take a look at Abdellawi's goal here, so you can get a bit of a look at what type of player he is. I mean, he is a poacher. He's a very good finisher, and he's a very imposing striker for the defences to handle, which can often be a problem for them. Some fantastic tiki-taka play there. I mean, if we go back and have a look at that, there's a few one-touch passes there. Young into one touch. Abdellawi takes on the last man and smashes it in at the near post. So I'm very happy with the... I wouldn't even call it an investment on Abdellawi because he's only on loan. We're paying 30% of his wages. I don't know if I'd gone over this bet already because I'm getting confused whether I said this in the last episode or in this episode. So if I'm repeating myself, I'm very sorry, but I'm confusing myself. So we beat Dusseldorf 3-1 away. Fantastic result to try and win the board, the fan, and the players' confidence back. Then we went and beat Arlen, I think, 1-0, who were second bottom. Don't know where they are now. But all in all, it was a bit of a disappointing game, but we absolutely dominated, as you can see here. Possession, shots, and all that. But we only managed to score 1 goal, coming from Chris Cohen. It was a great goal. It's a Darren Fletcher-esque goal, I'd say. Arriving late into the box, Darren Fletcher was pretty well known for that. I mean, post goals as well, to use a more well-known example. But we should have won this by much more than we did. But as you can see here, Boyat's picking it up on the left wing, playing into Cohen, and first time just bashing it straight towards the goal. Good finish from the central midfielder, the ex-Nottingham Forest player. But he's been great for us actually since coming in. We did... What happened there? Okay, that was weird. We did pay a lot of money for him, really. 3.3 million last year. But these average ratings here, he's been a very, very consistent and important player. I believe he played every single game for me last season, or bar a couple maybe. But yeah, he's been very important. Sparing that, we should have scored more because they could have easily nodded in a corner or something like that, which they very nearly did. So that's disappointing to see that we didn't capitalise. But then this was the game that we were meant to play in the last episode. In this episode, sorry. But yeah, recording messed up. Abdellawi getting on the score sheet again to level up for a very late winner, as we tried to seek a winner as well, because we need to string together some wins if we're to move up the table. But it wasn't a great performance. I mean, I'm not too upset about the result because Frankfurt are a great team and we were away. But it's the performance that upset me more. That worried me more than anything. I mean, half the amount of shots, low amount of possession, and the 10-3 ratio isn't great. It's not great. We need to work on that. Our sort of the amount of shots we have compared to the amount we get on target is a bit, iffy. But as you can see here as well, Dortmund, we had them last year in the second round of the German Cup. We've got them in the second round again. We're away, so this is going to be an extremely difficult game. Don't expect to win it, get everything. I don't expect to get anything from the game. So I'm not sure if I'm going to livecom that one. Because I'll put that in the next episode, because we will probably get smashed. But I mean, I might do, because obviously it's a big game. Don't play Dortmund every day. Although, according to us, we play them every year, even though we're not in that division. So, but yeah. So now we're going to go on and play Chemnitz, however you pronounce that. They're doing quite well. I believe they just got promoted. If we have a look, yeah, they did. They just got promoted. Obviously, going up through the playoff, and they're sitting in 4th, I believe, 5th. So they're doing pretty well for themselves up there with Dusseldorf and Frankfurt, and even above Stuttgart, who've just been relegated. They should arguably be doing a lot better than they can. They are. Frank Rijkaard not doing too well, is he? Not doing amazing with the players they've got. I mean, that's a pretty solid team. I thought I said Marcos Rojo then. Yeah, Marco Rojas. I think he's got some good potential. Anyway, Gent is still there. Jesus, and Ibsevic. He wants to leave probably. Yeah. Anyway, I will get back to you when we're at the Chemnitz game. Hey, right, so we need to choose our team. We're at the match day, obviously. Right. Striker's been doing very well. Good form. Better than our other strikers. Kaiser's not been insane. It's tempting. Very tempting to put in Vukic for this game. Yeah, why not? Vukic is a legend, as I think I explained in one of the previous episodes. So we'll keep him going. Diego Dem, we'll give Dem a game. We'll put Essien on the bench. He's been pretty poor so far this season, but we're going to give him another chance. Sorry, I just realised the fan was on, so sorry if you could hear that. The right side of our defence is that's weird. The left side is doing really well. The right side, not so much. Massey hasn't been, you know, the old Massey. Wipe away a tear. But we should be okay going into this now. I think we're away. Are we away? We away? No, we're at home. We are going. Oh, they think we're going to win this game. As I said before, well, Chemnitz have now dropped down a position down to 6th, but they can obviously go up to 3rd or something like that if they win. This league is very topsy-turvy. It can change at a moment's notice, really. So we're just gonna. We've got the faith, you know. And then we're gonna. Actually, if I take a look at their team quickly, Chemnitz, and we'll have a look at their starting 11. I think he's short. He's short. He's pretty tall. He's short. But they don't have the tallest of teams. I think we might do that. Might go for that. We'll go more direct. We'll start off more direct because they don't have the tallest teams, and we've got 2 pretty imposing strikers, as well as I think Vukic is 6 foot. I think something like that. So we've got a pretty a trio at the top of fairly imposing players. Although Vukic may be a lot shorter than that, and I may have just made a fool of myself. But starting this game looks like we're on the front foot in the first 5 or 6 minutes. But now, Hansen, that's not a great way to start the game. One of your first touches at a ball is that. That doesn't fill me with faith. But of course, I do have a lot of faith in the guy. He's a very, very good goalkeeper. Although it's very hard for keepers to get good average ratings on Football Manager. They have to pull off an incredible display every game. And Daniel Fran almost putting us in front there. Just wide. Young whip, that's not a word, whipping in the corner, but deflected away, and Ayling's going to pick it up and play it across to Diego Dem, who's sitting very deep, which is good, because he's more influential from deep, I believe. And Daniel Fran with the goal. Fantastic finish. This guy is one of the worst strikers on paper that we have, but so far this season he's been the best. I mean, apart from Abdellaoui, but he's just come in. But Daniel Fran, I thought I'd give him another chance in the team, and well, he's repaying my faith. That's a fantastic finish, putting us 1-0 up. And we are, from what it says on the stats and the general play, we are playing very well, and we are easily on the front foot here. Now Young has the free kick, but that's a bit of a waste. Especially if you're going to shoot from there, you want to shoot towards the near post, not the far post. But Ayling wins the header, forward to Lazari. Daniel Fran picks it up again. Vukic into Cohen. Chris Cohen do something from here. Out to Abdellaoui. Knocked out, and Young. I thought that Abdellaoui. Don't know what's going on, but it's cleared away now, and that should be the end of the highlight. Unless we're going to go again 3 times in one highlight. Abdellaoui almost making it 2-0, but can't quite. And this corner I expect to come to absolutely nothing, as it appears it will. Can we go 4? No, we can't go 4 times in one highlight. But we are doing very well. If you look at the stats, we are by far and away the... Oh my word! That is a fantastic finish. Daniel Fran, what a player. What else can I say? Club legend. I signed him on a new contract. I was a bit dubious. I just thought more of a sentimental thing, but my word, that is a thunderbolt. No keeper in the world is stopping that. That is a thunderbolt. Can we go ahead here and make it 3 before half time? Diego Dem to Lazari. Ooh, it's a bit ambitious. It's a bit ambitious, really, isn't it? So it seemed the tactical choice of more direct worked. Abdellaoui latches onto it on the left wing, puts in a cross. Daniel Fran gets his hat-trick. That is a German hat-trick in Germany. Hat-trick in the first half. Daniel Fran. Just everyone, just give him a little round of applause. Great work from Abdellaoui as well on the wing. Daniel Fran rising up very well above the defender to get his hat-trick. And Chemnitz are being... This must be embarrassing for them. The way that they've performed so far this season, doing very well to be as high up the table as they are, have now taken quite a big fall if it stays like this. Obviously, I'm not going to count my chickens because this really has happened before in Football Manager. You go on to lose 5-3 or something ridiculous. So you never know, their manager might have had the most inspirational team talk ever. But and there we go. Look, he might have just done that because they've pulled one back. 8 minutes into the 7 or 8 minutes into the second half. Don't make me cry here. In latches in. Oh, Chris Cohen to Vukic. Cohen, is he going to strike it? He does, but it's just wide of the post. Lazari's injured again. Christ. Who are you going to bring on? Yeah, we'll do that. No, we won't. I don't want to go too defensive, is the only thing. Yeah, we'll bring on Alex Pritchard there. Hopefully we're not made to pay for putting some faith in a young player there. It's a very influential role there in the middle of the park, as our central midfielders are very instrumental to the success of this formation and this tactic. Pritchard's going to whip in the corner. Oof. Bit of a tame attempt there from Young, but Pritchard's a bit of a free kick specialist as well. Having 18 free kicks, he brings something to the team definitely when he's subbed on. Young whips it in, deflected, and Pritchard nearly gets his first goal for the club. I believe that would have been. We're going to make a change here. Ronnie Garbaszewski, I don't know. We're going to bring on Dominic Kaiser, and I don't want to sub off Daniel Fran, really. But I don't want to sub off Abdellaoui. I'll leave it a bit, and I might sub off Fran and give him a standing ovation from the club, from the fans, and bring on Sonogo maybe, because Sonogo hasn't featured too much, and I did say he was going to be a first team player. Yeah, we'll bring off Fran now. He's had a fantastic game. He's going to deserve the applause he gets. In that defensive forward role, he seems to just dictate our success so much. So I think he's going to be very important for us for the remainder of the season now that I've rotated and given him his chance. He's definitely capitalised on this opportunity that he's been given. Now it looks like it's going to be the end of the game. Unless we can have one more chance here. Nah, I don't think we will. Looks like this is just about to finish here in the middle of the park, and it's all over. A 3-1 win against who were 6th in the table is never a bad thing, so that is very good. I'm going to give Daniel Fran an individual team talk. But yeah, we dominated. Thoroughly deserved. That moves us up to 7th, and yeah, only 3 points off 3rd. So I think Freiburg will run away with the league this year. 5 points clear already. It's yeah, it's only going to get better for them. Fans jubilant. It's good to see. Daniel Fran, fantastic performance. Can't say it enough. Great player. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and share it around. Subscribe if you want to see future episodes, and let me know in the comments anything that I can improve the format of the series, or what I do specifically, the tactics, anything like that. Anything to suggest, just let me know, and I will take it all into consideration. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.